Hey everybody, it's Matt here, and today we're doing another episode of Did I Get What I Ordered? And this one's going to be very interesting because this is actually a sale from Gamestop that was going on fairly recently, at least at the time of this recording, and the deal was very interesting in and of itself. I assume they had to move a lot of stock because there were multitudes of layers in this, so you had to get them used. Any game retro counted as well, so used was the first part of the criteria. Then you also had to make sure that when you got more than 2 games, so you couldn't just be 1 game, you had to get 2 or more games. If you had 2 games, they were 20%. 3 games, 30%. 4 games, 40%. 5 games, 50%. And it doesn't go higher than that after you go past 5 games. But if you ended up getting like 6 or 7 games, then you would still have the 50% decrease on the entire order as the games stacked up. So that sounds pretty cool. But there is something that we do have to make note of as well, is that because you are getting a used game from GameStop and you're getting it online, this is all online orders. I don't really want to be leaving my house right now to go to GameStop, even if the GameStops are open in my area, which I don't believe they are. But even if they were, I'm not walking in right now. So you had to get them online, which means that you don't see the condition of the game, which means that you don't know if the game that you're getting is complete, if it has the manual, which yes, that would be part of complete, but like if it's just a manual in a game, let's say, if it's coming in a jewel case, or if you're even getting any kind of case at all. I mean, I'm assuming they would send you some kind of fake jewel case, one of their random used ones, but you know, I don't know, it's GameStop, so maybe I just get the game kind of just thrown at me. Like if the window's open, they're on the other side of my house. It's an apartment thing, so they're on the other side of the apartments. They just kind of chucking them in to my house. Just get one of the games just slapped right into my face. That I shouldn't have slapped myself like that. Either way, what I do know is that I couldn't afford all these games right now, so I actually split this order with Tristan, very good friend of mine, also contributed to the channel. You probably know him if you've seen a lot of other videos on this channel. So I said, Tristan, hey bud, hey, listen. Hey, listen. What if you got some games and then I got some games? So like we would both get games. And as you can tell by his face, he was really excited about it. So let's go through those games right now and see if I got what I ordered. So let's take a look at what we got and how much I got it for. So looking at Yakuza Dead Souls and Yakuza 6, those are on me. And the reason why is because I'm actually trying to build up my Yakuza collection. I never had Yakuza on the PS2 or the PS3, although funnily enough, my dad got Yakuza 4 for the PS3 and he thought they were like Grand Theft Autos, which usually, even though they can be numbered, they don't really relate when it comes to story. Yakuza is of course very, very different. So he said, hey Matt, you might actually like this, and I never got the chance to play it. So thanks, Dad. Just dropping that in there before I even ever had the chance to play one, which when I did, I actually played Yakuza Kiwami 2, which my brother lent me, so thanks Miles. He actually came on the show. He and I played it for an episode of Those Guys Play Season 5. So that was actually a lot of fun. So either way, I wanted to get more Yakuza games, and I knew that if I was going to get any for the PS3, I was going to get Yakuza Dead Souls. And as I mentioned before, these were all 50% off, so they were very, very cheap. So when it comes to Valkyria Chronicles Remastered and Bioshock the Collection, those aren't me, those are Tristan, and when it comes to Valkyria Chronicles, I know that he's a huge fan of that, and I know that he's played a little bit of Bioshock. That's actually why he got an Xbox 360, and then the latter ones had some kind of weird thing, DRM, probably DRM related with saving, and he ended up losing like hours of his save file. I think it was either in the second one or third one, so he saw this and he was like, I'm getting the collection. And when it comes to Valkyria Chronicles, I believe he's played some on the PS4, some later editions, so he thought, yeah, this is the time to get this one. I do want to say that when it comes to Valkyria Chronicles, I don't know anything about it. It does look interesting, like the art style, and I love calling it the Bionicles, or Valkyria Bionicles, just to frustrate him. And this next one is all on me, baby. Blue Dragon for the Xbox 360. Now, it is $5. Do I know what condition it's going to come in? No, but I've wanted this ever since I was a teenager. I wanted an Xbox 360 just for this. Never got one. Finally have a 360. I'm getting Blue Dragon. So as you can see, the total is at $41.31. Because it was over $35, there is no shipping and handling, which is nice, but there's still tax as well because, I mean, yes. But either way, though, now we have to see what condition these games came in.
So as you can see, our order was split into 2 different packages. I assume they're from 2 different factories or something like that. So I'm going to go with the box first and then the envelope second. Something else you can also see is that Yakuza Dead Souls does not come in its original box. And you know what? It stinks, but I knew this was going to happen, at least for Yakuza Dead Souls, because of the fact that, I mean, it's a PS3 game, so as long as the game works, I'm fine, but I mean, yeah, this was going to be an inevitability. Now, the quality of this box, though, the fact that even out of the pre-owned boxes, it just doesn't look good. It looks like it kind of got a little roughed up along the way. You good, buddy? Someone was just, what? Okay, so it's in a sleeve, that's normal, but what is that? Okay, so they sent me Yakuza Dead Souls stickers. I don't know what I'm going to use those for. A laptop, perhaps? A shirt? I don't know, but I want to have those on a shirt or something. Oh my god, I'm going to save those and use them responsibly. Now, what was not done responsibly was the shipping of this. I don't know if it was a shipping issue because there weren't any shards in the box itself, so I don't know if somehow before they put it in the box they were like, look, this is all we got. I don't know. All I know is actually take a look at the quality. Oh, that's also very concerning. So this whole thing does not. I'm having some doubts and some issues. Press X for doubt. Looking at the cover art itself, though, I do like the cover art, but it does seem, at least on the bottom, that there are some imperfections. I don't know if that's because they use some type of cleaning solution or something. Hello, everyone, by the way, that's me. I don't know if they use some cleaning solution. Ooh, the back, though, does not look that good. I'm not a fan of this, and sorry that the light is in your face. It's in my face too as I'm recording this, but as you can see, there are definitely some smudging and some scratches, and yeah, I'm a little concerned about this one, not gonna lie, but we'll have to find out if it works a little bit later. Bioshock the Collection also did not come in its original box, so sorry about that, Tristan. The box is in better shape than the other one was, though, so that's nice. I'm happy to know that GameStop's used boxes are in good shape. Happy to hear it. So of course it comes in a sleeve. What I did not know at the time, that it's actually a 2-disc game. So on the first disc is Bioshock and Bioshock 2, and on the second one is Bioshock Infinite. So let's actually take this out of the sleeve. I'm sure those didn't rub up against each other in the shipping process. No, I'm sure they're fine. You don't need 2 sleeves. That would just be efficient or something. It's not like those sleeves. Those sleeves actually cost $1 million a pop. So GameStop, I mean, they're just doing us a solid here. Now, looking at the front of the disc, it doesn't seem like there's any problems with the disc. Again, just the front of it, and also looking at Infinite as well. Just based on the front, it looks like there's no like weird scratches or anything like that. But let's actually turn it around, and oh god. Oh, this is a horror movie. Hello again, everybody. This does not look good. I mean, jeebus. Looks like they tried a cleaning solution, and they also maybe wiped snot on it. Like they ran out of toilet paper, and they were like, ah, yes, we will use the discs. I don't even know what some of that is. I don't even want to know. Oh, this is the least bueno timeline right now. So I'm not a fan. And I don't want to know what these employees are doing. Oh, so little baby Wolverine apparently just took some. Yeah, this is bad. Oh, if this game works, maybe I should ask it if it will you be able to work, game? Would you kindly? So looking at the Infinite disc, it's infinitely worse. Haha, haha. No, but seriously, how? I mean, oh man, it looks like they didn't even try to use like cleaning solution. Like someone just wiped something on a napkin or something, and instead of doing the slow, like, was that the Rebel Alliance logo? What was that? Either way, instead of kind of moving up and down slowly as you should be when moving this, it looks like the person just kind of just wiped it with like a rag or something. Ooh, that is not good. So I'm assuming that was probably someone before it got into GameStop's possession. I'm hoping. So let's move on to Yakuza 6. Now this is a weird one. Really weird. I'm assuming it's, I don't know why I became Mr. Ed, but I'm assuming that it's like a rental case or something, because I know GameStop was doing like rentals, so maybe that's what this is. Either way though, funnily enough, this actually makes me feel like like it's kind of like a special edition, if you will. Not like a special edition, but like a black box, like different variant. And it still comes in a sleeve for some reason. Thank you. Even though this is the rental, you could put it in there. It's fine. Oh, it even has that weird circle around it. So I'm assuming it's a rental disc from GameStop. I don't know if they ended up buying it from like Redbox or something, but I don't believe Redbox has those specific rings around the disc. So let's take a look at the disc, which actually features Lone Yakuza and Cub. And yeah, that ring is so weird. Again, I assume that's a GameStop thing. Other than that, though, there's really no imperfections on the disc itself, and I don't think GameStop would put something on the disc that would make it work less, I'm assuming. But either way, though, just looking at the disc, yeah, it doesn't seem... First of all, the artwork is beautiful. But yeah, I don't really notice any strange imperfections or scratches. Now, let's turn it around. It's like a horror movie. I don't really notice anything super off. Like, there's little Ooh, no, it's getting a little worse. Little imperfections. I mean, there's that one scratch up there, as you can tell. But other than that, like in the middle, closer to the ring. But other than that, and like this little... Oh, no, I don't like that. Oh, no, I'm not... All right, it's starting to get worse as you put the light to it. I'm not enjoying this. But it really depends on how you... move the lighting around with the disc, and I feel bad because I don't want to stare directly into that light. But yeah, it's that one might be a toss-up. I think it'll work, but I'm a little concerned. And Valkyria Chronicles Remastered also does not have a box. Tristan, I'm so sorry. The condition, though, is a very lovely pre-owned box, vintage 2020. Could you imagine if it's not the game? But thank goodness it is. Jesus, I'd be so... Because it's not... I know it's not for me, but it's like, you know, I got Tristan in on this, and now all of a sudden, just the games aren't the games that we thought they were going to be, or they just don't work, or, you know, in this case, they don't have the original box. I feel bad.
Hey, Tristan, the games that you got, they didn't have their original boxes.
Oh, well, I mean... Alright, I'm not a huge stickler for it. It kind of sucks in this case.
What do you mean? You're on YouTube, okay? So cry. Cry for their amusement!
So now let's take a look at the disc itself, and just the front of it, I don't notice anything crazy out of place. You know, again, just no like major scratches or anything. It does look a little weird down there, to be honest, but other than that, I mean, it looks fine. But turning it around, yeah, no, just little weird imperfections. I do not like this. I don't think it'll impede it as much as some of the other ones, but I don't like that dot over there or that one on the bottom right hand side. This is really starting to... I don't like that scratch in the inner ring. I don't know if you saw it on the upper... Oh, and that scratch right there. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. It's just angels singing in my ear. They're singing, "You're fucked, you're..." What a beautiful... We used to sing that in church back in the day. I used to go to a Catholic high school. Oh, beautiful. One of our most requested hymns. So by process of elimination, the final game is Blue Dragon. Now, it's odd that they sent it separately, which is weird. You would think it would just get thrown in with the other games. Again, I assume it was from like a factory or something. And it... No. This is... Come on. Really? The box looks good. Okay. It comes with inserts? I don't know if any of you are fans of the Eternal Sonata game. I don't know if it was a series as well. I'm on the French side. This is how confused and concerned I am. That, yeah, what is this? Not even just the game, just the fact that it came with inserts. Behind it is Naruto, I believe it's Rise of Ninja or Rise of the Ninja. That one I remember. I wasn't a fan of Naruto as much growing up, but now I'm actually... Oh, Rise of a Ninja. But now I'm actually... I'm a fan. So yeah, I would get this. I mean, hey, it's only available for the 360, so that would be very interesting if I could find it. And I didn't know that apparently this game is actually a 3-disc set. So I'm wondering if we got all 3 discs. It's GameStop, so maybe not. 1, 2, okay, that's... Well, look at this. So I'm just going to quickly go through each disc. So yeah, there's a little imperfections here on disc 1. So that's not good. But just the fact that I actually have a 3-disc game just immediately almost just makes me go, what? I think that's the artwork. That's probably just like magic stuff or cloud stuff and whatnot. Looking at the back, yeah, it's a used Xbox 360 game. There's some scratches. Doesn't look like any deep cuts. There's some dust as well. Makes sense. I'm assuming this came from someone's personal collection. I don't know if the game actually came with a manual, but I'll be looking that up a little bit later. So yeah, I mean, look, there might be problems here with running this game, but the fact that I got an almost complete Xbox 360 game for $5 already, I mean, again, these scratches, I'm not a big fan of some of these scratches and whatever the hell else is on this disc, this unholy disc, but yeah, wow. So taking a look at disc 2, again, not really much to say about the cover. Again, just the sides. There's like these little, and it might actually just be scratching on the sides because of having to put the game into, you know, that holder instead of having more of them. So it might be what that is. Either way, looking at this disc, it doesn't seem to be as used, at least at first glance. Ooh, a little bit there. Okay, so then I assume this game was used then. Because I was just wondering if perhaps maybe someone only played like the first disc and then, you know, they had it as a kid or something or a teen and then they just, you know, sold it to GameStop, because I'm assuming this just didn't sit in GameStop's warehouses for like 13 years. I assume someone would have bought it by now. Oh my god, could you imagine I'm just the only person that just bought it? Also, I'm wondering if there is a manual, if a GameStop employee swiped it. And I'm just wondering, I don't know what their protocol is on things like manuals and stuff like that, because usually when you buy retro, you just aren't going to even get a box. And disc 3, as you can see, looks pretty good. Really hoping that when I am playing this game, it doesn't crap out. Poo-poo, it doesn't crap out. I swear to Jesus, it doesn't crap out. If Jesus makes this game crap out, then the devil exists. The devil exists. If Jesus makes this game crap out. No, but seriously, ooh. Yeah, this disc seems to have either been used or not. I don't know if the dust means that, not just dust, this game, oh no. So this game was definitely played, and I guess maybe this one's out, maybe this one was out so much because the person couldn't beat the game, so they were just stuck on disc 3 for a while. Either way, oh man, please Jesus, please don't let the devil do this to me. Please, Jeebus, please. Oh no. This does not look good. So at first glance, this doesn't look that promising, but let's actually take a look at some of the prices online and see if we actually made it out okay. So taking a look at Yakuza Dead Souls first, so we got it for $7.49, and looking at these prices right here, it is arguably a good deal. And I say arguably, of course, because again, we didn't get the box or the manual, but we did get it for half the price when looking at some of these. So again, it really depends on what your needs are. I mean, if this game works, then that's just fine for me. Usually when I get a game that does have a manual included, I would like a manual, but when it comes to disc-based games, I was under the impression it didn't come with a manual, but even though it did, so be it. Maybe I can try to, you know, find it, just the case or just the manual separately and just piece it together like that. I mean, heck, let's look at a case right now. So that's the only case there, which is weird, that it would be that much money just by itself when the game is not that much money with a manual. Not even a best offer. That's interesting. That's odd. Because again, we just saw them being sold just, you know, a lot cheaper than that with a case and manual. And you can see that even they have them up for sale right now with, like, I don't know why someone thinks disc only is just that much cheaper, I guess, because they're assuming you have the disc. And actually, let's actually look at disc only. I'm just curious, again, compared to our disc only. Apparently, okay, so that's a little over, all right, so that's like $15 just by itself. So again, if we're going by eBay here, then we did make out okay. So now let's look at Yakuza 6, and we got that one for $9, and looking at these, it isn't the worst. That $8.75 does sting though, not gonna lie, but other than that, again, it's another one of those cases where, you know, your mileage may vary. Arguably, yes, we did save money, but of course it didn't come with a box. So, I mean, although, funnily enough, it came with that weird rental box. So, like, personally, I feel like that's kind of a consolation prize, that's the word I'm looking for, condolence. But anyway, so yeah, so looking at these, just as we keep on going down, it does seem, that's a weird combo. That's a weird, Final Fantasy, is that what? And 45, not what? Anyway, that's quite odd. Anyway, moving back to the visuals that you're seeing, that just really threw me off, everybody. It does seem as if we made out okay. Disc only there, $12, so we saved $3 arguably if we're just looking at, disc only. It really depends on what you need, but personally, I'm happy that I got some type of semblance of a case. I'd rather have that than the original. I'm gonna be dead honest with you. But we should still check how much a case is worth anyway. So apparently $9.50. So you can buy a replica case for $9.50. I'm assuming it's a replica because it says replica. So I don't know how that will look compared to an original case. I've never bought one myself, but it's there for $9.50. So it's not worth it in my case, because if I bought that, then I might as well have just bought a normal game with the case already. So yeah, I mean, again, it's one of those, we saved money, but not as much as I would like. So we got Valkyria Chronicles Remastered for $7.49, and looking at some of these prices, that's disc only up there for $13, so already it seems like we made out pretty well. But when it comes to, and yes, these are all steelbooks, so that might increase the price dramatically, so I'm slowly scrolling through hoping to find one that is not a steelbook that I can go, oh, interesting, that one. So hey, right there, literally that one, so it's about $20. So you think about it, you're thinking it's $7.49 with disc only, or you can get it on eBay for around $15 to $20 with a case or with a steelbook. Now again, are steelbooks your thing? Perhaps. So if you wanted it with a steelbook, well, I mean, I wouldn't have assumed getting it from GameStop would have gotten me a steelbook. So yeah, I thought, again, of course, we were going to get an original case because it's a PS4 game. I didn't think that they would just throw it into a used case. And again, just as we're scrolling through some of these, thankfully none of these are anywhere close to the $7.49. Even the ones with normal cases do seem to be 15 plus. So personally, I feel like when it comes to this one, we definitely, the other ones were kinda cutting it close, but this one I feel like we really made out well. But if I wanted a steelbook, how much would they cost by themselves? Now, looking at these, they're not so bad. I mean, I might as well just get the game with a steelbook and or tell Tristan, yo, get the game with the steelbook, and I'll just pay him $7.49 for the game itself. Just kind of like a, my bad, dude. That's a condolences thing, like, my condolences, here you go. Either way though, just looking, and I want to see what it could be just with a normal case, if they even try to sell those. I think people have just flooded it with steelbooks, so you can't even try to find like a normal case. Either way though, yeah, it definitely seems as if there's a very steelbook or go home mentality on eBay. So Bioshock the Collection was $9. It seems like I don't know. At first I was like, oh yeah, we did okay, and then as we're going down, getting to 11, 10, and 12.99. 19, $20, $18, another 12. I know they're shipping, but still it hurts. Sealed, how dare you. So yeah, overall, I feel as if this was one, and I'm assuming they put it at 9 because, it's Bioshock. I mean, it was 18 before but man, paying 18 and not getting a box, ooh. That would have hurt me so much. That's why I think I should have said this earlier. Definitely, if you don't care about boxes, or you're like, look, I care, but I gotta save money. Then yeah, I would suggest only buying used from GameStop during cool sales like this, because otherwise literally just paying almost the same amount if it had not been a sale and been able to get it with a box. Oh, that's $7.50. That hurts. That hurts right in the heart. Shoot me right in the heart, would you kindly? Boom. Alright, so, but otherwise though, looking at all of these, it does seem like in general we made out okay. It's an okay one. Now, someone is selling a steelbook. What's weird, though, is I tried to look up the steelbook, and I just don't know where it came from. I'm assuming it's a UK exclusive or something, but I just can't find where it came from. Now, that 1050 recreation, or that 950, that looks good, right? But here's the problem. The problem is the fact that we already paid $9. So adding on another $9.50 means that we're basically right where we were if we had just bought it from eBay originally. So we would literally be bam, smack in the middle there. So we would be saving nothing. Again, that's just if you really care about getting a case. And last but not least, Blue Dragon. So remember, we got it for $5. Looking at all these, I'm gonna say we made out really, really well. Now, yes, no manual. So for some of you out there, you're thinking, well, it's not complete. And some of these are saying they're complete. And I know, but remember though, $5. So is the manual worth another $15, another $10? I mean, look, if you said it was worth another $5 and I find one that's here for 10, ow, sure, that's gonna hurt if that ends up coming up. But looking at all these, and yes, $35 factory sealed, that is nice. Don't get me wrong, especially for a 3-disc RPG. I might have actually, if I had seen that and if I knew about that, I might have actually shelled out that kind of money. Some people out there might be like, really? Yeah, because it's a 3-disc RPG, you don't want one of this to crap out, and you want that sweet, sweet manual. But, $15 for it with the manual. Is it really worth $10? Is it? I mean, if I found it separately, maybe, but if I just randomly found it at a convention, sure, perhaps. But is the manual actually worth that much? Look, if this is a game that's that difficult, then perhaps it is, but I can also just find that scanned online. But you know what? Hey, let's actually look at, just to see if they have some, okay, so that hurts, but again, there's already one bit on that, and it does seem to be complete, but hey, our box looks better than that. But either way though, just showing some of this because I did want to see if there were any going right now that could, just hit me right in the heart. And no, because our box looks better, so that's what I'm going to say. And also, to be fair, ours was $5. So maybe this bid goes higher than that, and then that means that in my mind it isn't worth it. I don't know. I'll be personally keeping track of that. Now, trying to look for a manual, as you can see, it's just showing the DS, or it's trying to show, complete games with manuals. So I think the manual might be harder to find on its own. We see one from the UK, but that's not going to help us. Also, looking at its price, that's not going to help us, at least for shipping. Oh, no. So in general, I think this is one that if I do want to complete it, I'll just probably have to piece together either from a really inexpensive version of the game, or just from finding it at a convention, or maybe when we can do those again, and maybe even some type of flea market or something again when we can do those again. So yeah, I think I made out pretty well with this one. So let's start off with Yakuza 6. So I'm actually recording this with my Elgato because you actually sadly cannot record your screen with, at least before you get into games, with your PlayStation 4. And you can see it's reading the disc, and oh, that's embarrassing. So I've deleted what I need to, and as you can see, Yakuza is right here. So let's actually try to download this game, install this game. There we go. Well, that's embarrassing. So I'm gonna skip this part. And there we go. There's old Kiryu. Look at him. Oh man, he's gotten old. Wow, it's been what, maybe 20 years or something? Right? I mean, if they're going with the same timeline that we are, it's been like 11 years-ish? Because, right, this started in 2005. Man. Can't wait to get to this. Kind of have to beat 0, 2, and 3 to 5. But, I can't wait to get to this. I'm well aware of that, me. Thank you for doing that. Why did I think it's on the system, not on the... Am I okay when I was recording this? Am I good? So I don't know if this game is supposed to have loading times, or long loading times. It's as they're loading this, they're actually showing a like the definition of salaryman. I don't know if it's supposed to or not. I've never played. I know this was the first Yakuza game on the PS4 before the Kiwamis, and Zero. I believe this was the first one, right? I correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, but I'm pretty sure this was the first. Then they went to Zero, and then the Kiwamis. So either way, I'm not gonna show too much of this, only because I don't want to I don't want to spoil myself and anyone else who isn't familiar with the series. The game looks amazing, dear God. This is freaking gorgeous. And I'm getting lost in the cutscene, I'm sorry. Anyway, so it's just so beautiful, and his hands are always so large. Jesus H. Christ. It feels like he could just crush that, and that's how he can consume the alcohol, just by crushing it into his hand. Anyway, so his hand looks like one of those hands from Parasite, the anime. Or the manga as well. Anyway, so the next one we're taking a look at is Valkyria Chronicles Remastered, and we can see that, okay, good, so the PS4 does read it at the very least. So let's actually, oh, okay, and it's actually loading very quickly. And I don't even need to do any updates. That's actually really nice. So let's go right into Valkyria Chronicles. The year is EC, oh, now loading screen. That is the year. EC now loading. I don't know if the loading times are long or not. That definitely wasn't long. Oh, this cutscene. This is beautiful. Oh no. And now they're adding color. This is bad. This is really bad. Why does this game look so good? Oh no. Everything changed when the army attacked. On that day? Oh geez. Well, this game's getting real. So yeah, Tristan's never getting this game back. I'm not really sure how to tell him, but
Hey Tristan, you're never getting this game.
What?
okay, so in this case I'm going to show a little bit, just a wee little bit of gameplay, because this was a disc that I was nervous about, so let's have me attacking some soldiers, and oh man, I'm aiming to kill. Oh damn, I got him. That hurt. That hurt a lot. Well, so this game works. So now we're moving on to Bioshock the Collection. As you remember, it's a 2-disc set, so the first disc has the first 2 Bioshock games on there. It is taking a very long time to load, at least compared to Valkyria Chronicles and Yakuza, so that isn't that good. Now, just to make sure there are no glitches, I'm actually going to download the update file, so yeah, I'm going to skip this part. So I decided to start with the first Bioshock, and so far things are going pretty well. I mean, other than the, plane crash and the drowning, other than that whole thing, that whole chestnut, it seems as if everything's going okay so far. Didn't seem like there were long loading times or that anything was off at all. So again, I don't know where I'm going though, in this whole, world, big old wide ocean. But either way though, it does seem like the disc is okay, despite the fact that it did not look that good. But clearly I spoke too soon, because you're going to notice that during this cutscene right here, the game does this. So I'm not going to try out Bioshock 2, but Bioshock 1 and 2 being on the same disc, I'm going to assume that it is going to face the same problems as well. So when it comes to this disc, out of this 2-disc collection, it didn't work. I did not get what I ordered. But now moving on to Infinite, which is disc 2. I don't know why it's showing me that. Why is it showing me that? What's going on? Oh, that's embarrassing. Okay, so now Infinite works. So let's see how bad this is gonna be. Okay, creepy, not bad, not bad. Okay, being jettisoned into the sky, not bad, not bad. Okay, landing in heaven, not bad, not bad. Okay, joining a cult, not bad, not bad. I have a fear of heights. This is terrifying. I don't know what could be more terrifying than being in a city in the sky with all of this shit. Alright, so let's just have them connect. Yay, I'm not gonna fucking fall to my death. Oh, okay, so I did find something more terrifying. This game doesn't work either. So we've been striking out, and if the same thing happens to Blue Dragon, I swear to everything that is holy, there's gonna be some problems. Wow, this game looks beautiful. Oh my god, could you imagine this game on an Xbox One? Since the Xbox One can actually remaster this game, amongst many others, but this game in particular, oh my god. So I played this game for 20 minutes, I ran around, beat up some monsters, pooped my pants. Overall, it looks like this game works just fine. Thank God. And now it's time for Yakuza, Yakuza, Yakuza Dead Souls. Why is the loading taking so fucking long, bro? Okay, finally. Jeez, like I learned about their backstories and which I shouldn't have, by the way, because I haven't even played 2 yet. I'm still on 0, although I beat the first Kiwami. But oh my god, I learned about their backstories, like, about maybe 80 times through just those cutscenes. Yakuza Dead Souls. So just like Yakuza 6, I don't want to do too much, just for spoilers on my end and maybe even on your end, but I want to run around like an idiot. So if I could just run around like an idiot, see if everything doesn't explode, because from the looks of it, it's not. So I'm going to label this game as what I ordered. So far, before we get back to me in front of the shelf, just looking at every game on the list, it does seem as if the only ones that had problems were the Bioshock games. So I think we made out okay.
That was weird. That whole thing was weird. I don't know what this episode really was, quite frankly. Blue Dragon? Really? Like, complete somehow? Really? I mean, yeah, no manual, so I shouldn't say complete, but like, in its original box? With inserts? What? Either way, this has been another episode of Did I Get What I Ordered? And in theory, I did. I got game. I still have to clean those games, because as of right now, when it comes to the Bioshock collection, I don't have game. Or really, Tristan doesn't have game. But either way, that does suck. But other than that, other than those 2 discs, which, to be fair, they were Bioshock. So at least I know that I got Bioshock. But other than that, though, when it comes to the rest of the games, I technically got games, but without the boxes, that sucked. Either way, thank you all so much for watching. As always, if you like the video, please remember to like and subscribe. And if you don't like the video, as always, you can still like and subscribe either way. So, love you all, take care, and tune in next time for another episode of Did I Get What I Ordered? Alright, everybody, so, see ya.